Hey there guys, and welcome to Megaman Battle Network 6 Cybeast Krieger. My name is Gigaflare, and let me take you on a journey. So, I'm Lanhakari, and the year's 20XX. Nowadays, almost everything is run by the network. Life sure is sweet. We don't really have to do much. Everyone has a PET, and in each personal terminal lives a NetNavi, who will do anything for you. Hold on, Lan. We NetNavis jack into terminals, gather information, make your life easy, and help you out. But if you leave everything to us, you're asking for trouble. Ah, Megaman, you heard that? Never mind that. Did you think about what to say today? About that, I'm no good at, Hey, I know. You can do my speech for me. Oh, stop it, Lan. Okay. Looks like it's time to go home. But before you leave, I have a bit of sad news to share. Sad news? Yes, unfortunately, one of your fellow classmates is moving to another school. What? Hey, Lan. What, Dex? Do you know who's leaving? Yeah, I know. For real? You know who it is? Tell me already. Lan, did you want to say something? You're kidding. My dad got transferred, so my family has to move. Wait, you? How could you not tell us something this important? Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys. Aren't you mad too, Melu? Melu, did you? I knew. I found out from Lan's mom a little while ago, but I didn't want to say anything until... I really wanted to tell you guys, but I just couldn't do it. I'm sorry, everyone. Lan will be moving to Cyber City the day after tomorrow, on Sunday. So let's all try to see him off, okay? Yeah, okay. I'll be there. Me too. Gee, thanks. Hey, Lan, you should say something. I have to pack, so I don't have a lot of time. But I want to say thank you to everyone. Let's send Lan off with big smiles. Yes. Lan, don't go. Miss Mary, don't say that. That's Sunday. Isn't it nice that everyone came to see you off, Lan? Thank you, Miss Mary, and everyone else, for coming to see my son off. My family and I will be moving to a place called Cyber City. But Pops, what are you gonna do there? Well, I can't give specifics, but Cyber City's mayor has been asking me for help. That is to say, it's still under construction, but in 6 months an expo between the harmony between technology and nature is scheduled to open. Cyber City's net traffic will jump dramatically once the expo opens. Since I'm a net specialist, I was asked to go, and make sure the network can handle all those requests. When it's over, you'll be back, right? I'll be continuing my research into next-gen net systems, and Cyber City is the model next-gen net society. So even after it's over, we will most likely be staying. Oh. Now, don't look so down. It's not as if you'll never see each other again. We're still in the same country. We can come and visit. Come visit us once the expo opens, okay? Miss Mary, and all of Lan's friends, I want to thank you for all you've done. We may be changing where we live, but you'll always be our friends, so feel free to drop by. Well then, Lan, your mom and I will be waiting by the car. Come to the car when you're done. Thanks for coming today. Lan! No matter where you go, I'll always be your rival. Dex. Yeah, we'll always be rivals. Always. You may think you're far away, but you better write to me. We'll always be connected through the cyber world. You better come see us. Yeah. Okay, I promise to keep in touch. I thought you all would graduate together. You were my first graduating class, so I always hoped that I'd see you all graduate together. I really wanted to see that, Miss Mary. I wanted to graduate from AC/DC school with everyone too. But even when I move, you'll always be my teacher. Lan. Hey, take care, Lan. Come visit a lot. It's gonna be kinda lonely. Good luck! Thanks, you guys. I gotta go now. Lan, I was just thinking how great it would be if we could graduate from elementary school together, and then go to junior high school together. It'd be so nice, being together, always. Meilu. I'm sorry. I told myself I wouldn't cry. We'll see each other again, and I'll definitely be back someday. So don't cry. Yeah. I'm glad you understand. Well, everyone, I better get going. Take care. You betcha, Lan. And so we left AC/DC Town and arrived in Central Town, the heart of Cyber City, to begin our new lives. I'm still a little sad, but unpacking everything makes me feel like I'm getting ready for a new adventure. Megaman, let's take a look around our new home, and then check out Central Town. Sounds like fun. Let's go. Alright, and with all the cutscenes and shenanigans out of the way, I would like to once again welcome you to Megaman Battle Network 6, Cype's Grieger. So, I played this game a lot when I was a kid, and I figured that now that I'm older and have the ability to make a Let's Play, that I would. So I do know basically everything about the game, so I'll just be doing my own tutorial instead of going through the game's given one. Anyway, cutscene. Woof, woof, woof. That Robodog is attacking that girl. But that's... normally Robodogs are programmed never to attack humans. I know! So that means that Robodog is probably infected with a virus. Lan, press the R button to send me into that Robodog. Jack in! Megaman! Execute! Alright, and here we have our battle tutorial. Like I said, I'm just going to kind of cover everything on my own. Alright, so the first fight is against two meteors. And I'm just going to skip all along the dialogue here. Alright, so first of all, we have our chip menu. So we have two cannons, which is what the tutorial wants us to use. However, with the top right corner, we have the enemy name, and next to that is our HP and our status gauge. The status gauge, when you get something called a counter hit, allows your next chip to do double the damage. So I'm going to grab the two cannons that you are forced to take. So, as Megaman just said, you can move up, down, left, and right, following your grid specifically, and when the bar at the top becomes full, you can grab new chips. So when it comes to dialogue in the game, I'm going to only voice act the dimmed cutscenes. All the in-game dialogue tends to be pretty short and kind of unimportant. There are some special characters that I'll do voices for, just so it's a little bit more fun, because there aren't a lot of cutscenes later on, and there are some cameo characters and things like that. So that'll be interesting when we come up to that to see what kind of voices I use. So for combat, once you run out of chips, you're kind of forced to use your Buster. At full charge, it only does 10 damage, so it's kind of bad. But you can upgrade it, but it doesn't make it a whole lot better, so I'd recommend just sticking to chips for most fights. And this is the critical hit tutorial. So I'm just going to grab these and quickly end this fight. That was very sloppy. My timings were hella off there. Alright, so anyways, now that this nonsense is over, we'll be thrown back into another cutscene. But to make this this Let's Play at least somewhat decent to swallow, I'm going to make each part around 30 minutes, give or take. So I didn't really cover that cutscene. It's really not important. The character we just saw run off, though, her name is Iris. And she'll be plot relevant later. Anyway, so now we have to talk to everybody before we head back home. So there's a lot of little things in this game, mostly with counter hits, but there are some strategies with some later things that I'll be going over when we unlock them. And we just got an email. Now, you do get a lot of emails in this game, however, 90% of them are completely pointless. It's just like little explanations for things that I can just go over after. So here we go, and we're going to log into the net. This is where a large majority of the game takes place. So I'd like to welcome you all to Central Area 1. And now that this is sitting here, I can explain mystery data. So green are completely random on when, where, and what they hold. Blue mystery data, on the other hand, is completely static. It'll always be the same thing. Do this a little bit cleanly. So, counter hit, and just take them out. If you do end the fight with a counter hit, it does carry on. That's unfortunate. So I'm going to put the chip we just got in, and hopefully get into another encounter. Because we need it. Hopefully this gives us what we need. Oh yeah, it definitely will. So I'm going to use the new chip we just got to quickly end this fight. A lot of the starting chips I won't really be going over because they're pretty easy to understand, obviously. But it will come to a point later when there's some chips that need a bit of an explanation, because they're a wee bit confusing. So I'm going to replace our grenades with a reflector instead. So I would normally cut out all the random encounters, however, each results screen can mean a lot depending on what kind of setup for the fight you get is, and I can always go over different combinations and ways to do the math for each setup. I'm going to go with one that I always used to beat the game when I was a kid just because it seemed pretty effective. So you'll be seeing a lot of sword chips later on in the game just because that's what I like the most. So the critical hit for these guys is whenever their reticule turns red. As long as you move along the same panel and then fire your chip when it turns red, you'll get the counter hit. Almost guaranteed. we got another machine gun. So I'm going to get rid of another Vulcan. So for chips, you can only have 3 of the same kind. Ooh, white sword. You can only have 3 of the same kind before you can't use any more for that folder. I will not be using another folder, by the way. A solid 180 damage, first thing in the game. Nice. And I will replace more grenades with more reflectors. So, you might have noticed how with many of the chips, they've been coming with a letter. So, the wide sword we just picked up was a wide sword S, meaning that it will coincide with another chip of the same letter. So, when it comes to selecting chips, I selected the cannons, which were both A, and then the pound, or whatever you want to call this, the star symbol, I guess, can just be picked up with any assortment of chips. So, counter hit, and the Buster Up increases your Buster level by 1, and that means at level 1, your Buster will do 1 damage per normal shot, and 10 damage per charge shot. Then it will move on per level by 1 and 10 respectively. So we're going to do this, hopefully get the counter hit. Didn't get any of them. But we did get through that fight incredibly quick. So for busting level, I'll be shooting for S for most of the normal fights, but the boss fights, it's going to be really hit or miss depending on if I get hit or if I miss. So I only have 350 Zenny, so I'm not going to stick around. I'm just going to check out. We walked past the store earlier, which that was a mistake. We did walk past a shop earlier, which sells an HP upgrade, but we're not going to worry about that until we have about 1,000 Zenny. Then I'll pick it up. Lion. Just 5 more minutes. No excuses if you're late. I get it, I'm up. See? I got up. Don't see me. If I didn't wake you up, you'd be so late. I don't think I should trust you to manage yourself. Oh, come on. Well, today's my first day at Cyber Academy, so let's cut the chatter and go. Yeah! I would also like to point out the music in this game is hella good. I really enjoy the soundtrack. To the point where when I was growing up, because I didn't have a cell phone, I would just plug my headphones into my GBA and just listen to this game. My new school. Let's see, the teacher's room. Beep, beep, beep. Such an awful noise. Intruder alert, intruder alert. What's going on? Intruder alert, intruder alert. An intruder? You mean me? Wait a second, I'm a student here. Oh well, why didn't you say so? In that case, show me your student ID. My student ID? I just transferred to this school, so I don't have one. Don't have one? Then you are an intruder. You're under arrest. Wait a sec. I will not wait. Man, what a welcome. Looks like we'll have to jack in to get through. Are you ready, Megaman? Yeah. Wait. Back off, everyone, now. Hey, was that a human voice? You. Are you Lan Hikari? Yeah, that's me, but who are you? You have quite a lot of guts. Most people just run from security bots. But you are the first to fight one. Oh, excuse me. I'm your homeroom teacher. A security bot? It's my teacher? What a strange school. No. I'm a little tied up right now. So I'm just using the security bot speaker to talk from the teacher's room. I'm gonna lift the security system, so come on in and stay to the right. The teacher's room is down the left hallway. I'll be the cool, energetic teacher wearing the bright red warm-up suit. Don't hesitate to give me a shout. See you in a bit. Wow, what a school. Huh? What's up, Len? What's that? Looks like a doll? What's it doing there? Strange. Let's ask our teacher later. Yeah, later. Okay, off to the teacher's room. One thing about that cutscene that really confused me is why didn't you just run to the office? I mean, it's like right here. Anyway, we'll go meet up with our homeroom teacher now. Like he said, he's the guy in the warm-up suit. Very good, lad. I'm your homeroom teacher, Joe Mock. Call me Mr. Mock. Now you're a member of Cyber Academy. Here, let me give you this. Now you can enter the classroom. Your classroom is class 6-1 on the second floor. I'll be there in a minute, but you go on ahead. Nervous? No need to be nervous. You'll be fine. And with that, we've met our homeroom teacher, Mr. Mock. Anyway, I think that's a pretty decent place to end the episode off, just before we go meet our class. So, I think I'm just gonna save up, and wish you a fantastic day, and this is Gigaflare, jacking out. See ya.